All right, let's pull this bad boy over here a little bit. What's going on? Twitch, dude. It's been a while since we've done a sim stream. Man, I've been busy like taking care of some things and I guess we all are though. And it's really not an excuse. So I'm definitely happy to be back and doing an IFR sim. It's an IFR Tuesday, and I'm really pumped to just get into it, man. Like honestly, I just want to get in the plane and fly some IFR before Pilot Edge closes. I was really inspired today to do this because I had two flights today, two students. They're both private pilot students, and they're both doing great, but in their own way. God damn, my room is so dusty. And and it made me really want to sim. First of all, I've been aware for a while that I have not done like personal sim flying in a while, in the respect that like I have not done my own personal IFR like proficiency, rapid fire sim in quite a while. It's been lessons, or it's been working with other students, or it's been like, doing sim for like filming purposes. Um, and, you know, but to really just get out there with ATC and just, time after time after time after time, like, really working on proficiency and getting out there with the Jeppesen charts, um, running checklists, climb, cruise, 5As, descent check, all those things. Dude, it's been a minute, man. It's been a really, really like, it's been a good while since I've done that. So, the other thing too is like IFR Tuesdays are either lessons where I'm not doing that, or it's like been jet stuff lately. And as fun as that is, it's just you'll have pilots that fly turboprops and jets that fly fast, that fly heavy, IFR. But you put them in something small like a 172, or an Archer or something like that, and you put them with some VORs and just hard, uh, you know, God damn, it's dusty in here, dude. What is that all about? And they have a hard time. So I want to be on top of that. I want to get a little more on top of that for myself. And I was saying I was inspired today by these two flights. So, um, um, first student really having a hard time. He's doing great, but he's having a hard time digesting what I'm telling him to do and doing what I tell him to do. Um, it's my job as like the instructor to like have the things that I tell him to do be digestible. Like that is, part of my job, but it's like you can't make somebody, listen. But what I can do is be in control of what are the different levels of stimulus that I like, introduce him to. And like, the workload is only what I put him in, or only in the situations that I put him in. So I've been really trying to like, keep him healthily challenged, but also feeling capable, and he needs a confidence booster and stuff. And I really tried today, and I felt it went pretty well, but it's just certain fucking things, dude, like are just not getting in there. And so it's definitely going to be patience on my part. But I was thinking, man, like, he needs to sim. He needs to sim a lot more. And that made me be like, oh shit, I need to sim more, as well. Like I could definitely, I was doing a good job, but I'm like, I'm like, who am I to talk, Like I should put my money where my mouth is and do some more personal simming and just personal proficiency, so that I don't get rusty, and I don't, have to be in a spot where I need to, So that was the first thing. The second thing was my second flight, phenomenal. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. Like the flight was so cool. This guy is he's really far along, and he's damn near at the end of his private pilot. I believe right now he could pass a check ride, most likely. and he still has not done. He has a lot more cross country to do. He has his long solo cross country still to do, but he was really special. I really when I soloed him, his family came down to like watch the solo, and I'm standing there like with his family as his instructor that signed him off, explaining to them like what he's doing. You know, his mom, his dad, his girlfriend, and his brother. And I get to be the one to stand there with them and be like, no, now he's doing this, now he's doing this, and now he's going to do that. See, that's why he's doing that. And I'm like talking them through. He's doing these laps in the pattern, and I'm like, watch, he's going to do this right now at that point, right now. See, there you go. And I'm talking them through his approach and shit like that, man. It was amazing. This guy is really, really cool. Tonight we had a really great flight where we really stepped out of his comfort zone. You know, I really helped him step out of his comfort zone. We did a Class Charlie airspace tour in the LA basin here. We did Fullerton to Burbank, and then from Burbank to John Wayne, and then from John Wayne back to Fullerton. 1.7 at night, a 2.5 total. And it was in an airplane he had not been in before, you know, and he just absolutely murdered it. Like, it was like an A- night for sure. There were a few times when I had to like take the radio, or a couple of times when he's like sort of the water level is up high, and then ATC comes in with like, you know, a transponder instruction or whatever, and I'm like, I got you, bro. Like, I'm dialing in the transponder or whatever, or like, you know. But he handled the flying and the radio. Like, over Burbank, we were set up for a different runway, and they switched the runway on him because there was an aircraft like on the runway that he was clear to land on. And or actually the airplane was like more holding short, but I think the airplane was holding short. I think I misheard the guy. The airplane was holding short for sure. And I think it was like an IFR departure, like trying to get out of there. So he switched up the runway, no problem, and he just handled it like a boss, dude. And he did via VOR tracking. Like, he was out there in marginal condition. I mean, it wasn't marginal conditions technically, but it was shit. Horizontal visibility was absolutely shit. Like, it was probably 6 or 7 miles, which is not good for like a beginner, especially as the night is descending. So we had a little bit of some instrument practice. We didn't count it as instrument time, but I'm like, listen, man, you're headed off into this direction. There's not a lot of lights. You're seeing the haze. You got no horizon. You know, I see what the fuck you see out there. And what I need you to do, but you kind of can see the ground, you know? You can kind of see the ground. You can kind of see the horizon. You have enough to keep the airplane level and everything's good, but I do want you to kind of modify the normal 90-10 or the 80-20% ratio of outside to inside, where your eyes hanging out a lot of the time. I need you to change that up to like a 60-40. I need you to be outside 60. I need you to be inside 40, actually. And starting with your attitude indicator, going back outside, attitude indicator, altimeter, attitude, VSI, attitude, heading, attitude outside, stay outside, you know. So healthier balance. And he was like, oh yeah, okay. I thought we were gonna come into John Wayne on the ILS, but we actually didn't need to. It actually cleared up a lot where we were at after that point. And I'm thinking, man, because he sims a lot, and I'm thinking, dude, sim is so powerful. Sim and hard work that he put in the sim is why he's doing what he's doing right now. So I'm like, God damn, I should sim. So happy to be here. And happy to be doing IFR Tuesday. Zach, ayo! Sorry, I was in story mode, dude. And yeah, Katie, I know you know where the fuck I got this shirt. Oops. Mystery Science Theater. Best girlfriend ever, dude. Best birthday present. Or actually, best Christmas present ever. Took me to go see Mystery Science Theater live. Badass. Badass girl. Badass girlfriend. So let's get going, dude. I don't even know where we're going right now. We're going to start at Long Beach, and we're just going to go IFR rapid fire all around, man. I'm thinking the first place we do Torrance, or maybe let's do, let's just start it off and do, should we just start it off and do John Wayne? Or let's do, let's start it off and do Chino. Let's just do Chino, and that way we'll get the cross radials. And we'll do the course reversal as well. We'll fly the hold entry, and from there we'll do the VOR into El Monte or something. Let's do it. Zach, how are you doing, man? What's the latest and greatest, man? How's your week going so far? Tomorrow's hump day. Doing some practice approaches again tomorrow, dude. That sounds awesome, bro. That sounds awesome. What are you doing? Are you doing mostly? Are you doing like a healthy mix of approach types? Let me actually grab my tablet and see where we're at with. I've been letting that thing charge. ILS and RNAV, dude, very cool. Oh, that means you're getting acquainted with your 430. There's a VOR approach, but I feel like it's better to get good at the others first. Yeah, I mean either way. Oh, the ILS, and you're probably doing RNAV LPV approach, right? You're probably doing the LPV. You're saying that it's probably better to learn with how to descend when you have vertical guidance, than on a VOR approach when you're doing your own vertical guidance. You're saying? Yeah, I hear you. That's actually a pretty solid plan. All right, let's get my tablet up for you guys. So, yeah, you finally learned how to plug in approaches. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, the 430, we'll definitely use it. The 430 is down here. We'll definitely use same thing with the 550. I'll use this. We'll do some RNAV stuff as well. Okay, so right now, except I don't get the needles, which makes it a little harder. There's probably a way to do it, but for now I have two super state bars for substitute. You have to substitute bars for the vertical guidance and localizer. Super state. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's something I don't know about for the vertical guidance. You have two super state bars for the vertical guidance and the localizer. Or maybe two separate bars. Yeah, two separate bars for the vertical. Are you saying that you're not sure what to do with, like, when you're in GPS mode and you've got an analog VOR right there, like, how do you actually intercept something Because, you know, like, when you're in GPS mode, it doesn't care what the selection is. You know, that can be kind of, you know, difficult to work with. So what we'll do... Shari! Dude, what's up, man? Dude, it was great to talk with you earlier, man. Let's, yeah, let's shoot for, tomorrow evening, man. Matter of fact, the only flight that I have tomorrow is a 2 to 4. And so, dude, I'll happily get together if you're able to. 2KCNO. Yeah, no, that sounds awesome, man. I'm really excited to see like what you have going on and what you know, what your plans are because um oh yeah, there we go. Coastal Papa 13. Because you are so passionate. You're such a passionate pilot, man. And it's very like infectious. It's very it's so awesome to talk with you and hear your take on things, man. Let's send that to the plates. Fullerton. Oh, like a rectangle with the ball whenever you are on the rectangle with the ball whenever you're on the glide slope. So they're not needles actually at all, right? Well, I guess the HS or yeah, you don't have a HSI with the no, yeah. Your HSI is separate, but in terms of the G5, they're two separate bars on the G5. That's right. It's like a bar on the bottom and a bar on the side. And they all are, and they're like, yeah, the little ball or something in the middle, diamond or something. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right. So, yeah, it makes it hard to cross-check. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this thing on. And here's the plan, dude, is... oh, Long Beach has some NOTAMs. What's going on? 1, 2... oh, and 3-0 closed Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Damn, no shit. That's pretty crazy. After 10 p.m.? I wonder what they're doing. Lima 1 closed. Oh. Taxiway Lima 1 closed. It's pretty crazy. That's usually the southwest side that they're having them go on Taxiway Lima right here. They're usually having them go Taxiway Lima to Lima 1 down at the far end. Oh, you know what? I probably see them on Lima 2. Is that always there? I never really noticed. The Lima 1 is always closed. They must be, when I see them there, that must be at Lima 2. Because Lima 2 is, it looks very similar to Lima 1. So maybe that's what I'm seeing if I'm like driving on the freeway by or something. You'll notice, Shari, you know where I'm at right now. You see? Oh, you're talking about the 3-0 closure? The 3-0 closed after 10 p.m. I always thought that that was around the clock and that the other I know the other runways close after a certain time, but all right, cool, man. Oh, by the way, are there is the 5G stuff still like crazy, like messing with the approaches? ILS out of service 10 p.m. Okay. ILS amendment. GPS. Yeah, I don't see that. And that's the visual. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, there was like, do you know what I'm talking about? That was like, there was like the 5G fiasco stuff. And we'll do the ILS into Chino. Okay, cool. So, with that, let's go to the flights. Oh, and then we'll send. Yeah, that's fine. We got the plates right there. And then from Chino, we will do. We'll hold. We'll actually. Yeah, we'll go mist, and we'll hold at the Riverside VOR, and we'll just go mist there. We'll get the ATIS. We got the clearance ready to go. Let's get our scratch pad for our instructions. Looks good, man. All right, let's turn the airplane on. I also noticed that I didn't need to have the screen so big in the corner. All right, master, rich, quarter, pump is on. Oh, am I paused? Okay. All right. So let's go, let's see here. Temperature, pressure, vacuum, electrical. Let's go beacon. Oh, should have been on. And then taxi strobe. And lean for taxi. And avionics. Let's go 1200. All right. It's actually... All right, and then let's make sure that our heading indicator and our compass say the same thing. Sweet. And those clouds actually look kind of high. There we go. Visibility of 2. All right. There we go. And then let's get a pilot edge going. Evox, what's up, man? How are you? Happy Tuesday. That is on Monday, actually. But thank you for asking. Yeah, it got moved to Monday. Six 5-7-1-0.
Connected to pilot edge.
The chief pilot apparently got stuck in sim training, and so they Yeah, we scheduled for Monday at balls early a.m. Jesus Christ. But worth it. All good. I think it's going to go well, man. I think it, you know, at least I hope it does. I think it will. But it really could go either way, you know. I hope they're cool with the arm, basically. Is if they're cool with the arm, then I got it made. But I mean, you know, we'll see. Okay, so we've got COM 1, COM 2. And on COM 2, we've got ATIS 127, and let's get our plate up there. 12775. And I put ground right here, 133075. Different people do it differently. And then I put clearance delivery here, actually. 11815. And then tower is going to be...
Uniform, Burbank altimeter 2986, expect the visual runway 15.
This is actually going to be
15, Southwest 955.
120.5. This guy's a really cool controller. Alright, let's get the weather.
Sorry, can you say that again, 955? Not the 955, sorry, it'll be the 4 stack visual runway 15. Alright, 4 stack visual, Southwest.
Long Beach Airport, ATIS information Oscar, 0453 Zulu, Windcom, visibility 9er, sky conditions.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold up. We need to turn off the ATIS. Continuum rating with a party of 74. Holy moly, what is going on? Continuums, people. We are, dude, I am so pumped to see you guys. And also, Continuum, what is going on, bro? Dude, I love that you're just awesome. What's up, dude? How's it going? First of all, happy Tuesday, everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by from Continuum's stream. I hope to live up to you know, the level that this guy is at. Continuum is, as you guys know, is super awesome, super enjoyable guy to watch. Always flying really cool aircraft, and yeah, who doesn't love Microsoft Flight Sim, dude? Especially when it's that guy. So, drinking good beer, you can't argue with it, man. I hope everybody's Tuesday is treating him well. For those of you who are meeting me for the first time, I really excited to meet you guys. So my name is Philip, and I'm a flight instructor in Los Angeles. And I was talking earlier in the stream about I was inspired today from 2 students that I flew with that kind of inspired me to get back in the sim and do my own IFR proficiency flying. And one, they're both doing really well in their own way, but you know, one was having a hard time, the other one absolutely murdered it. And they both, you know, like how well they're doing, and what, or the first guy, you know, I was in reflection about how sim is the answer, you know, for him. And for the second guy, I was witnessing the power of sim. And I already know the power of sim. For those of you that don't know, maybe you haven't read my About Me page, but I'm the only full arm amputee instructor in the United States. And the only way that I've been able to do that is through flight sim and studying, you know, studying good procedure. And I pass those habits on to my students. And this guy absolutely, you know, he's been killing it. And you know, he's a private pilot student, but we had a Class Charlie airspace marathon tonight, going over to Burbank and John Wayne, and then back to Fullerton, and he just absolutely killed it, you know, A- day, for sure. So I thought, you know what, tonight I'm going to get in the sim and do my own IFR proficiency flight, and then here we are. Yeah, feel free, give me a follow. I'd really appreciate the support. And as I said, I am an instructor, and we do IFR Tuesdays here and Private Pilot Wednesdays and as well as Thursdays. Although Thursdays I try and do something fun like DCS, but certainly for private pilot ground school, and IFR ground school, I share my my PowerPoints that I give to my real my actual flight students. I share them just for free online and on Twitch. And so donating or subscribing to the page helps helps supplement the that it kind of shows support for that that information. I believe in aviation education, and you come around here, we'll definitely work together to help educate and help out. Worst case scenario, the education helps you enjoy sim, maybe enjoy sim more or have more purpose to your sim. So anyway, I appreciate the support, and yeah, if any of you are in Los Angeles and you want to fly, a few of you have already found me and wanted that we've done some flights together, dude. Come over here and find me, and we'll go take a flight, and I'll sign off some hours, man. That'd be kick ass. So welcome, and it's a pleasure to meet you guys. Right now we're doing an IFR flight, tower en route from Long Beach to Chino, and then we'll go from Chino, we'll do the ILS into Chino. I'll show you guys here actually. There we are in Long Beach. We'll go straight to Seal Beach, and then we'll take this Victor Airway to Seal Beach. Pick up these cross radials from Pomona, go to Paradise, and then at Chino, we will do the ILS approach into 26 right from Paradise with the procedure, or with the course reversal, and looks like that's having us do a, oh yeah, that's a parallel entry for sure, but I mean either way, teardrop or parallel, there's no wrong answer. Yeah, we'll deal with it then. Okay, so I'm gonna try and hand fly this as much as possible. I've been doing a lot of IFR flying in the jet and stuff recently, and yeah, it's just time for a personal proficiency night, so I'm glad to have you guys along. Let's get our weather here. Oh, I saw that you have ATC communication when you fly in the sim. How does that work in the sim? It's a plugin that you'll download. I pay $40 a month for all of Western United States in Pilot Edge. Pilot Edge is an amazing tool to help IFR pilots get proficient, maintain proficiency, and they're real people. So you'll see what's going on here.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 12, 2.9er. Altimeter 29er, rate 8. Arriving and departing runways 26 left, 26 right, 30. Visual approach is in use. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information of her. Long Beach Airport, ATIS information Oscar, 0453 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky condition, clear. Temperature 12, 2.9er. Altimeter 29er, rate 8.
All right.
Arriving and departing.
So obviously that is not what we're doing. We have custom weather in here, and we've got ceilings, and we're doing it like that. So we're going to Chino, and it should be 5,000.
Did you say you have the field?
Yes, we do now. 755 and 5,000.
755, good visual approach, runway 15, contact Burbank Tower, 118.7.
Good visual approach 15, then contact Burbank Tower, 187, 755.
Oh, and we should be on with clearance delivery, my bad. Long Beach clearance delivery, Cessna 65710 at the northeast ramp, Cessna 172 SP, IFR to Chino.
Burbank Tower, good evening, 755, with you on the 4 stacks, visual 15.
Papa 555, Burbank Tower, runway 15, clear to land.
Oh, shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. Whoa. Do nothing. Hold up. Why is this weird? Contact ATC, you silly goose. What else isn't working? Flaps down, flaps up, landing gear down, landing gear up. Okay. Cool, that I could work with. Let's try that again. Good evening, Long Beach clearance delivery, Cessna 65710, northeast ramp, requesting IFR to Chino 172 SP, slant golf.
Number 65170, Long Beach clearance. I don't have a flight plan on file. Are you looking to file a flight plan or just pick up a tech?
Ooh. I'm looking to pick up a tech, but I thought I filed. Let me give that another look. Sorry, 1 second.
I can get it for you.
Oh, that would be awesome. Yeah, tech to Chino would be great.
Number 65710, clear to Chino Airport, fly runway heading until reaching 800 feet, then turn left heading 200. Radar vectors Seal Beach, Victor 8, Paradise, direct. Maintain 3000, expect 5000 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 128.1, squawk 2572.
Sorry, the squawk was 25.
Squawk 2572, 2572.
Thank you so much for putting that together. 65710, clear to Chino, runway heading 800 feet, left turn 200. Radar vectors Seal Beach, Victor 8, Paradise, direct 3000, expect 5000 10 minutes after departure. 128.1, 2572 for 65710.
Number 65710, read that correct.
Thank you so much. Oh yeah, so so JCLABS, it is for flight. It's definitely for flight, but the app that I'm using to put it on my computer is a program called Lonely Screen, and that is something that, because I have a Windows computer, so I need something to put my Apple product up on the screen, and that I also pay a subscription for. So it's like ad free, which is really nice because then when I do like when I do my private pilot ground and stuff, we can do things like pull up a flight computer if it's not being difficult like it is, but normally I'm able to pull up a flight computer and do calculations. I can draw things on it. It's really, really nice. Oh my god, I know. Always, dude. So so that's really nice. But yeah, this is for flight. I also pay for the top tier for flight, so that way you guys get the most out of it. It's really nice.
3002, and we're picking up Romeo right now, 996.
And this is going to be Seal Beach, 115.7, 112.2 is Paradise, and we've got 110.4 is Pomona right there for the cross radials. 110.4. Putting the cross radials in our number 2 always. And then I'm thinking by the time we actually get over here onto the ILS, we're probably gonna do I would say probably Paradise on number 2. 112.2, because when we're actually on the ILS, we'll use that as cross radials. And then runway heading 800 feet, 200, 3000, 128.1. Yeah, Shari, yeah. ATC is a guy. No. So a lot of the time they're actual controllers in real life, and they're employed. It's pretty nice. 128.1 and 2572. Yeah, it's amazing. You'll see what I'm saying. And they do handoffs, dude. They actually do handoffs, like in real life. 2572 on altitude mode. All right.
55 Vic.
Sorry, 79, say it again.
Delta 555 exit west into the terminal. Have a good night.
Western Terminal, have a good night, 797.
Long Beach ground, Cessna 65710, northeast ramp 26, right run up.
November 65710, calm Torrance Tower, check your area.
Oh, dang it.
Long Beach.
Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact.
We need, 133.0.
Long Beach Airport, 8 information Oscar, 0453 Zulu.
Cool, man.
Wind
Long Beach ground, 65710, northeast ramp, requesting 26 right run up with Oscar.
November 65710, Long Beach ground, good night, 26 right, taxi via Kilo.
26 right via Kilo, 65710. Okay, here we go. So, testing our brakes. Nice. And anytime we are taxiing parallel to a runway, we got to check out our compass and make sure that that it looks good. Oh yeah, no, they're professional. And you know what's crazy is like, so you can't get all over the country. That is what VATSIN is for. But I mean, I would rather pay for Pilot Edge and get professional, you know, pilots, professional controllers, and you know, and just do it like that rather than VATSIM, which you never know what you're gonna get. From what I hear that you don't always know what you're gonna get, and you know, and it's a free service, but you can go all over the country. Dude, there's so much to do in the Western United States. It's ridiculous. It's as far all the way north up the coast, and all the way east to Denver, Montana, all the way down to like Arizona, like Phoenix, and you got New Mexico, Albuquerque. You got all that shit, dude. Like, there's so much, all the way up to San Francisco and Oakland. It's awesome, man. So worth it, dude. $40 a month for all of that, dude. It's 2 weeks free trial, and for $20 a month you get LA Center. All right, so full left, we do our box check. Flight controls free and correct with the rudder. Instruments 0, straight and level. Altimeter set 0. Heading indicator set to compass. Wings level, ball center. We did our instrument cockpit check, and we've got our radios set, transponder set, and trim for takeoff, and mix for best power. Toes down 1700. All right. Temperature, pressure, vacuum, electrical. Let's go pitot heat on with the flaps. All right, and pitot heat off. Yeah, J-Clabs, not tonight. I kind of just wanted to stick to IFR and just like, and I know I've used IFR with my cap before, but you know, we're going to be in 0 visibility, man. I'm just going to use, yeah, I just wanted to focus on the instruments and just keep my head, you know, keep my head free, you know, free of the oppression of the hat. Okay, and we have our departure procedure. We're ready to go. So, departure procedure, our departure briefing. So we'll be departing runway 26 right, just under 6,200 feet of available runway. We'll lift off at 60. pitch for 75, and then an en route of 85. En route climb of 85. Procedure is the oppression hat. Dude, you like that? Yeah, you're not the boss of me. You're not my mom. Hat. So yeah, we're gonna do runway heading. Let's actually set that. Runway heading is 256. Okay. And 800 feet, left turn 200, radar vectors, Victor 8. So Victor 8, we're gonna go Seal Beach direct, which is going to be something, you know, out here. And we're ready to go actually with Pomona is going to be 187 for that first intersection right there. We can see 187 in the top there. So let's bring in Aheim 187. And I do want to actually set my GPS as well. Why not, you know? So let's do that. It's going to be Seal Beach right here. And oh, that's right, this doesn't do airway. All right. Yes, so you're on a network with other pilots and they will vector you for traffic. It's pretty dope. Shari, you would have like dude, I actually don't want you to do this because I'll never hear from you again, dude. Like, I don't think anybody would ever hear from you again. You're such a cool guy, dude. Like, that would just be the end of you. You would quit your job. You would be doing this only all day, all the time. And then I don't want to know, like, what you would need to be doing. You would quit your job to be doing this all the time. I don't want to know where you're getting the money to, like, pay for Pilot Edge, bro. I don't want to know that. That's your business, bro. You're still a super nice guy, dude, and who am I to judge, but fucking gross, dude. It's Pilot Edge, dude. You have no dignity, dude. Absolutely. Oh man. And then that's when you're doing your stream and you're doing your you're like, you know, you got your IFR clearance, and then I see you're like fly runway heading 800 feet, man. 800 feet, left turn 200, man. I got it. Seal Beach direct. Yeah, man. You're just like, God damn. That's funny. Oh, dude.
The west of the field or inbound to land with information, Romeo.
So funny, bro. Yeah, nah, dude, you're fucking hilarious.
Midfield, left downwind for 30 right, 91996 whiskey.
Nice. All right, dude. Cool, man. All set. Run up complete. In an emergency, you know, we know what to do. And all right, run up. We're all set to go. Let's do our pre-takeoff. We got our landing light on, nav, pitot heat before we go into the clouds, and that's about it, man. Torrance or Long Beach ground 65710. Run up complete. Taxi 26. 26 right.
65710, my 26 right, taxi via Kilo.
26 right via Kilo 65710. All right, taxiway is clear. Oh, you know what? We'll brief our approach before we leave too. Why not? All right, so we're looking at Chino, ILS runway 26 right, page 11-1, October 1, 2021. ATIS frequencies right there. Let's go ahead and put that in. 12585. 85. And the ground is going to be 121.6. Actually, it doesn't matter. I'm going to leave that. ATIS right there. Socal approach. We got the final approach course 255. DUI at 2100. Glide slope intercept at 2100. Down on the ILS. DA of 886 on the altimeter. 250 above the ground. Makes sense because there's no approach lights. Even though it's an ILS. And touchdown zone elevation 636. MSA is right there. Missed approach is a climb to 1100, then a climbing left to 4500, direct riverside and hold. Climb in the hold to 4500, and we'll go ahead and get that ready. Plan view, terrain, no notable terrain except for under the course reversal. And very simple step downs. 4400 at Casby. Let me expand this here. 4400 at Casby, 3000 at Linden, 2100 at Dewey, glide slope intercept. Let's actually make sure. Oh yeah, that's right. So we can make sure about the fixes, but yeah, it doesn't give you. Yeah, it's fine. So Casby, Linden, Dewey, and that's it. Okay, cool. Pappy light off to the left, no approach lights, and 3/4 mile visibility with the local altimeter setting. And we will be going mist direct to Riverside. So the approach briefing is complete, and we're all set. So let's go switch over to tower. How's that, the size of that chart in the top for you guys? Is it like too distracting? Is it too big or like small like that or something? All right, we're on with tower. Long Beach Tower, Cessna 65710, holding short 26 right, IFR departure.
65710, Long Beach Tower, my 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 26 right, 65710. All right, we're clear final as we before we cross the hold short lines. Lights, camera, action. Crossing the hold short lines and then rolling onto the runway. We'll verify 26. All right, toes down. 26 on the heading indicator and the compass. 2000 systems are green. Let's go. All right, airspeed's alive. Systems are green. And there's VY. All right, we're 300 for 800.
field downwind 30 right. November 9er 196 Whiskey, runway 30 right, clear to land. 30 right, clear to land, 96 Whiskey. November 65710, contact departure.
Over to departure 65710. SoCal departure 65710 is 700 climbing 3000.
Over 65710, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 5000.
It's 800 for 5000, 65710. $5,000. See, this is the other reason why, I think it was Jay Clavs that was asking about no, or who was it that was asking about no IR tracker? I like to, when I'm doing IFR and it's like, you know, something like steam gauge like this, I like to just kind of pull up nice and close to the gauges and just rock the gauge.
5710, turn left direct field, beach, resume on navigation.
Alright, it's left direct seal beach, resume on 6875 or 65710. What the hell did I say? Alright, and then ID. Yeah, dude, no oppression hat, dude. No oppression hat. It totally makes sense. No, that's funny. Okay, and we have the Morse code. Very nice. We are doing our climb check. Temperature, pressure, vacuum, electrical. And just getting on course here. Power is set. Flaps are up. 2005 for 5,000. We can start scooting over now. Oh, dude, Zach, Pilot Edge, bro. And actually, I think Shari. Dude, you guys, so this guy, my friend, but also a student that I was working with, dude knows the Morse code by heart, the whole Morse code alphabet. And, you know, one of the things that we teach is, like, double I's is, like, you don't memorize. I mean, you can, you know, and maybe it's a good idea to memorize, but nobody ever does. And also, like, look at your chart, you know, like, you think you know it, but you don't really. Like, you don't know it like that. So look at the chart and read the Morse code. This motherfucker does know it like that. He has never been wrong. And I'm over here like looking at the chart in the sim. I'm making sure that he has his chart out, and he does because he's a great student and he's like a great pilot. He has his chart out, but he's not looking at it. He's telling me, I'm reading my chart. And he's telling me what the tones are, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so, dude knows what's going on, man. This shit's crazy.
November 90196 Whiskey, taxi to departure via Alpha, pass for Cat 5.
Alright, let's get Nav 2.
Whiskey, thank you very much.
We're leaned, we got that EGT up. Dude, he's on top of it, man. It was incredible, honestly. And it's like actually reducing workload, you know? Because he knows like what he's listening for, and It's crazy, dude. It's wow. All right, cool. We have nav 2 and 187. Okay, cool. Next is gonna be 058.
LX ground. PBM.
Climb check complete. Cruise to go. 1,000 to go.
Number 172 Sierra Papa, Los Angeles ground.
Looks like the
Chino
client
Airport,
maybe telling you guys that
information Romeo, 0553 Zulu, wind calm, visibility 7, sky condition, clear,
Roger. Do you
temperature
have a
minor,
request?
dew point 6, altimeter 2908 arriving and departing runway
ready to
26 left,
taxi,
26 right, ILS runway, 6 right approach in use. Read backhaul runway assignments and hold short
Number
instructions.
172 Sierra Papa,
Advise on
you're
initial
for
contact that you
Los
have
Angeles,
information
Bravo
Romeo.
Airport. With contact clearance
Chino
preliminary with your
Airport,
request.
8 is information Romeo. 0553 Zulu, wind calm,
And then number 2 Sierra
visibility
Papa,
7,
take a listen to
sky
the ATIS
condition,
before you climb
clear,
clearance because it gives you
temperature
instructions
minor,
on
dew
how to
point 6,
handle the
altimeter
airport during the airport
2908 arriving and departing runway 26 left, 26 right, ILS runway.
So I'll give it another listen. Thank you, sir. 172 Sierra Papa.
All right, coming up to 5,000 feet, I'm reducing power and trimming a little bit nose down so that we bring in the last couple hundred feet really controlled. I'm actually just going to trim because I do want to speed up. Coming up to the VOR, it's going to be 058. All right, we've got our ATIS. We have our altimeter setting. We'll level off here and we'll brief our approach. And checking our VOR number 2, we're same side safe for Aheim. So that's good. And let's get back on course here. Good. All right. Let's get up to, let's get 5,000 going. All right. It's looking good on the chart there. Briefing our approach. Oh. Right. There we go. All right. All right. ILS runway 26 right, page 11-1, October 2021. And approach was going to be 135.4. Okay. And Chino Tower is 18.5 ground. Localizer is going to be at 111.5. Here we have, what is that, Aheim coming in. And missed approach. So yeah, final approach course 255, glide slope intercept at 2100. ILS. DA is 886, 250 above the ground. Touchdown zone elevation is 636. We need that for our 91-175 regs. Our criteria to operate, you know, to descend below our DA or MDA. Still same side safe. Heading is on the same side as the deflected needle there, so that's good. Climb to 1100, then a climbing left turn to 45, direct riverside and hold. Local altimeter setting, helicopter. So we have no applicable notes. Notable terrain under the course reversal, but not on the final approach course. We'll hold at riverside. Next fix, by the way, is 171. And we're doing really good with our tracking there. Just trying to use my feet as much as I can. Yeah, 4,400 at Casby for the course reversal, and then 3,000 at Linden, 2,100 at Dewey. Pappy off to the left. Looks like 3/4 mile visibility. That's 886 on the minimums. So that's good to know. All right. Let's see about these NOTAMs here. Okay. All right. Cool. Approach briefing is complete. Avionics are set, and descent. So cruise check. Temperature, pressure, vacuum, electrical. Power is set. Altitude looks good, and we're all set. So we're same side safe for Ollie, and we're ready to switch over to Paradise when we're at Ollie.
Bigger to ground. There's someone under mic. IFR to Santa Monica Airport with Sierra.
Now, looking at that hold, by the way, looking at this course reversal here, we could draw it on here, but let's look at what's going on, like, on here, right? 232, well, shit, we're actually teaching holds while flying IFR, you know, we're not here to do, like, holding ground, so let's actually look at this here, but I will say that we have basically two options. We've got either we can, you know, because we're going to be doing this, right? We can reach Casby and either teardrop out this way, and that angle right there is 30 degrees, right? And that heading right there is that's going to be 052 minus 30, so call it a 0, you know, 020 is fine. And that's probably what I'm going to do, actually. We could also parallel entry, but let's see here, 171 Ollie. So a couple things need to happen right now. 164, as well as a switch to Paradise. Now, if we're switching to Paradise, we're done with Seal Beach as a primary nav 1. So we want to switch. 135.4, 65710. We are already ready for that. SoCal approach 65710, level 5000, ILS 26 right, Romeo.
November 65710, SoCal approach, Lucino altimeter 2-8-9, thanks for Romeo. Select sector, ILS 26 right approach.
Thank you, sir, appreciate it. And 65710, we I can also take it from Paradise with the course reversal if that's okay.
November 65710, no problem. Cross Paradise at 5000, cleared ILS 26 right approach.
Cross Paradise 5000, cleared ILS 26 right, 6570, thanks. And I was going to continue after that, go missed. Do you want me to just hop off and file something as well?
Negative, you can go missed and we'll just handle you when you get back in the air.
Roger, 6570, thanks. All right. So there we go. We got a nice little stretch, by the way, right here, from E-Byte to Paradise, to kind of look at what I was talking about. I can erase. Where's the eraser? Hello. There we go. That's fine. Proto, what's up, dude? What's going on, man? What is going on? Okay, so we're on with Paradise. Let's get the ILS going, dude. 111.5 is going to be right here. 111.5. All right, so that's ready to go. We still want Paradise in the primary nav because we're tracking to Paradise still. See, we're still on that that magenta line. So, you know, we definitely want to still be tracking to Paradise. We're actually going to want to be tracking from Paradise as well. But I want to do something. What's the best way to do this? Well, we do know that we're going to be tracking Paradise. So how about this? Let's put the ILS down here, the localizer here as well, 111.5. Because what do we know? What's the rule? The rule is that... Oh shit. First of all, the rule is that you don't use COM for nav. 111.5? Is that what it said? Yeah. The rule is that you track on VOR1 and you use cross radials for VOR2. So there you go. 255 is what it said. So what that's going to do is, as we track outbound, from Paradise, we have the localizer set up ready to go in VOR2 so that we can actually determine where Casby is. Ooh, we are cheating. Hold up. Hold up. We're cheating. No cheating allowed. There it is. That way we remain true to the rule that nav1 is for tracking and intercepting, and VOR2 is used for cross radials. We can stay true to that rule. And then after we are inbound on the course reversal, then yeah, we can switch COM1 or nav1 to the ILS and nav2 back to Paradise. You can see here I'm ready for that switch. Right, I'm going to be tracking outbound primary active on Paradise right here. I'm going to be ready for that. What is it, a 052? And then I'll have the ILS ready to go for the cross radial so we can identify Casby. But then in the course reversal, I'll switch it up and put the ILS on primary and Paradise on the secondary, actually, because Paradise will be how we'd what helps us define Linden and Dewey. Now, it's true that we could just simplify it and keep the ILS in number 1 because we have GPS helping us identify those fixes, right? We put those points in here already. But, you know, I think it's better to just be so organized that you can use GPS and VORs to supplement together, you know, to know where you are. And I think that's just a better way to do it. Like right now, I don't feel pressured to have the ILS in number 1 and have Paradise in number 2 and have the cross radials ready to go, because if I put the ILS in number 1 and Paradise in number 2, then I violated the rule. You know, I violated the rule, because then I will be, if I do that right now, then I will be tracking outbound on VOR2. If Paradise is in number 2, then I'll be tracking outbound on that feeder route from Paradise to Casby, where that red arrow is. I'll be tracking outbound on VOR2, and that's breaking the rule. So let's stick to the rules. We have our 5As done. We have our approach briefed. And actually, on the descent, I'm gonna be really good about having this airplane trimmed out because I want to put Riverside in the backup in the VOR. So, all right, I'm ready for a 052 selection right here on the VOR one. Oh, you know what? We can actually get the tower on here. Let's get 18.5 ready to go.
Number 719 your mic, Bakersfield Tower, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff. 30 right, clear for takeoff. 1 on the mic.
Zero 52. Let's do it.
Palomar clearance.
And we are cleared ILS, so let's get down to 4,400.
Number 1152 Sierra, Palomar clearance, go ahead.
Bring that power back. We'll let that nose come down. Very slowly bring in 052 radial. Very slowly bring in the VSI.
And I have information from you.
Slowly. I'm actually doing it too fast. Let's chill, chill.
1152 Sierra, how do you plan the transition to Bravo? Because it's not extremely necessary to transition to Bravo. San Diego Bravo has flyways so that you don't need to transition to Bravo even going all the way southbound. 52 Sierra, yeah, I was thinking of using that that corridor that takes you right above the approach end of the Olympic.
All right, 4,400.
That's the flyway I'm referencing, which there's shelves in that Bravo, there's shelves in there which you're not in the Bravo, it's the flyway. So if you wanted us to depart southbound, negative flight following, you can just not talk to ATC. It's possible to not talk to ATC the entire time and just go to that flyway. Oh, okay, I understand now, sir. Okay, that's what I'll plan on then. Okay, you can just contact ground for taxi. Okay, copy that, thank you.
Also, Shari,
719 right, contact departure.
I see what you said, actually. This is a real IFR flying. So lucky that I learned from my IFR foundation. Dude, you're the man. I really appreciate it, dude. Very, very kind words. It really, like, it's very, very touching, like, to hear that, because safety and, like, IFR flying and procedural discipline is so important. That's why I'm doing this, because I'm kind of, like, all over the place, you know, like in my flying right now, and that's what it's all about, man. It's just practicing and learning, and you love to learn, and I love working with you, man, because I love to learn too, and it's a win-win for sure. Team effort, man. So we're gonna get to Casby. We'll start our timer for 1 minute. We'll do that course reversal. It looks like it's a left turn heading to 020. We'll just call it 0. I'm just gonna round down. And oh, that's right. So I just want to remember to program that Riverside VOR into the nav 1.
Direct to LQ, here's the navigation. Going on 1.
So we are 052 heading. We're same side safe, actually, for the localizer. We can actually pick up nav 1, we know. Nav 2, we would identify the localizer, the ILS, right there. We got it. And I can see that second needle start to move. And we'll do the course reversal actually at 4,400. And then after Casby, we're able to go down to Linden at 3,000 at Linden. So almost at Casby. I'm ready with the timer. And it's going to be a, let's go ahead and set this heading bug here. 020. There it is. Start our timer. 1 minute. Left turn. 020. Turn heading 020. Time has started. Twist. We need to go inbound 232. Sorry, I was trying to use my feet there. Let's get back up. 4,400. What was it? 232. Cool. 232. And 255 is set right there, so. And I'm still not switching it, though. I'm still not switching to the ILS yet because we have the we're going to track this here in a second. And there's 1 minute right there. So turn right heading 232 to intercept. Time, no time. Twist, we're twisted to the inbound course. Throttle and talk, nothing to say. We're ready to go with the tower frequency. And I'm just thinking ahead of my next two things as I come around to 232 to intercept. I'm also noticing that my headings are same side safe for the needle, and we're coming around. You can see the airplane up there at the top. Coming around to 232. Not only am I going to switch primary to the ILS at Casby, but we need to remember it's a 255 inbound course, so I'm gonna twist as well.
Southeast parking, Woodcock shop, ready to check.
November 11520, Panama ground, and right 24 taxi via Alpha.
Actually, Alpha to 24, here.
I'm not anticipating a tower switch quite yet. That's usually done at the final approach fix, so I'm doing good. But I do see the localizer coming in on VOR2, and I'm ready to switch when both of those needles are centered. All right, and we're just about there. We have positive course guidance, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to go here, 255, Paradise, and make that turn to intercept. Turn heading 255. And there's Casby. We can descend down to 3,000. 255.
Number 172, Sierra Papa with you.
Linden is 020.
72 Sierra Papa, LA clearance, go ahead.
File the flight plan, looking for
Now,
clearance.
just like I was saying, I don't want to forget.
November 172 Sierra Papa, I don't have a flight plan. Are you VFR or IFR?
I don't want to forget Riverside. So Riverside's on 12.4.
I just filed it moments ago.
November 2 Sierra Papa, I don't see VFR flight plans. You need to make a request and I can make a flight strip for you, but you need to give me a VFR request first.
Okay, I'll refile it. 172 Sierra Papa.
You know, the point is you don't file anything. You need to call me with your request, and I make the request for you because I can't see VFR flight plans. It's just not in our system. So whenever you can, take your time. Go take a look at the ATIS.
So looking to make
They're stepping on each other.
Catalina, down the coast, sightseeing, and then back up, land at LAX. 172 Sierra Papa.
November 172 Sierra Papa, you were stepping on me there, so I didn't get anything across. Go listen to the ATIS and give specific instructions for what to advise clearance delivery on when you're via for departure. Go listen to the ATIS, come back and let me know when you have your request ready.
Alright, we're 3004 for 3. Same side safe for Linden.
I'm just letting you know that the ATIS has instructions for the VFR departure.
Dude, this guy's got mad patience.
November 65710, contact Chino Tower 118.5.
Over to Chino Tower 118.5. Talk soon.
Palomar Tower, runway 1152 Sierra, pulling short at 24.
November 1152 Sierra, Palomar Tower, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, 1152 Sierra.
Chino Tower 65710 on the ILS 26 right. Gonna go miss to Riverside.
Number 65710 Chino Tower, runway 26 right, clear to land, report going miss.
Clear to land 26 right. We'll report going miss 6570. Alright, and here comes Linden on VOR 2. We're gonna clean up VOR 1 right now. And then we can resume our descent. Looks like Dewey is 334. Well, actually, we should be able to follow this glide slope all the way down, but we can double up on that. And matter of fact, we're not even... here we go. How's that? Alright, we're Linden to Dewey. Let's get down there. And that is a 334 right here. Let's fix that VSI. There we go. Almost lost it there. And we got 112.4 ready to go on VOR 1 standby. I don't think I've ever done this hold before. So we'll see how it goes. Looks like it's gonna be a teardrop entry though. We'll have to see. Because it's basically, it's... Oh, and then what is it? 2100 at Dewey. Alright, there we go. Let's get over a little bit more. Oh, watch that descent rate. Alright, so we're good on the glide slope. I'm just going to scoot over a little bit more on that localizer. Just like, do like a 5-degree correction. Sound like Bob Ross. Do a happy little, just a happy little 5-degree correction. Dude, my girlfriend told me about a Bob Ross channel on, or I guess a show on, you know, Seasons on Hulu. That shit is dope to fall asleep to, man. Oh my goodness gracious, for real though. Incredible. I don't have DME.
Los Angeles,
Just pilot deviations. She quoted that the other day. She was like, there are no mistakes, just happy accidents. And I was like, damn, that sounds exactly like him. She's like, no, that's what he says all the time. I was like, oh, because I don't really, you know, familiar.
out to Catalina and then turn.
It was super cute.
Southeast, heading approximately.
All right, 500 feet. We're looking at 886 on the altimeter. Here comes the missed approach.
9,000 feet. 172 Sierra Papa.
Number 172 Sierra Papa, that's still not quite a full request. The ADA says to advise your...
All right, and there's the missed approach.
Type, initial altitude, and whether or not flight following is requested.
Let's get that right rudder in there.
Altitude, which 9,000 isn't going to be valid for VFR direction.
Climb to 110. There's 110. It's a climbing turn to 45. Direct Riverside. Let's do it.
What your initial direction of flight is. If you're going to Catalina, that sounds southbound, but you said runway heading, so I need you to clarify and look at your request, please.
Roger, thank you. 172 Sierra Bravo.
November 65710, flight MST3K is published. Contact Socal departure 135.4.
Sorry, I was just about to call you. Mr. Approach is published, and then over to Socal 65710. Socal Approach 65710 is going missed out of Chino and then holding at Riverside.
Number 65710, Socal departure, say altitude.
65710 is 2,000 climbing 4,005.
November 65710, radar contact, say intention.
65710, we're going to hold at Riverside, collect our bearings a little bit, and then IFR to El Monte.
IFR to where?
El Monte. Or San Gabriel.
710, roger. Expect further clearance 0700, Zulu, time now 0641. Zulu, just advise when you'd like to continue on.
Okay, roger, thanks. Appreciate it. 65710.
November 719, right? Contact.
Alright, so we're on this 080 direct to Riverside.
25.27.
And let's see here. We got an outbound of 084, and it's a right-hand turn, right? So here's our right-hand turn. 084, just barely in the teardrop area, right? That triangle right there, teardrop. So
November 719, Mike, Los Angeles Center, Fox, altimeter 2996.
we're 080 to it, and 4 degrees to the right of that is 4 degrees barely into the teardrop zone. So first heading is going to be 080 minus 30. So we'll just call it a 055 on the heading. $3,000 for 4,005, and then temperature, pressure, vacuum, electrical are good. Climb check complete. We're coming up on 1,000 to go. Leaning above 3,000. And then, yeah, I just want to, like, get in this hold right here and then just chill and get a new clearance, you know what I mean? Because we, like, you know, we're talking about Bob Ross, dude. We're, like, you know, we're having a good time on that ILS, but we bombed that ILS, dude. 120 or 130 knots. So, let's just chill. Like, I want to, actually, I want to get in the hold and grab some water.
Keep it simple. I'll request runway heading until it's safe to turn to heading 135.
All right, we're 500 to go.
We'll request flight tracking. And we'll continue along that heading until turning around and returning to LAX 172 Sierra Bravo.
November 172 Sierra Bravo, let's just do it like this. I want you to phrase your request exactly like this to me. Say your aircraft type, your direction of flight, your requested altitude, and whether or not you're requesting flight following. It doesn't need to be as complicated as it's being made. Just request the 4 things that are put in the ATIS for VFR departures.
Damn. That's the truth, though, dude. This guy was telling his whole life story.
Roger 1.
All right, I'm gonna pause this.
Ground, TBM
I'm gonna pause this, grab some water,
172
and
requesting heading
be right back.
135 at
I'm gonna-
1,000 feet with flight following 172 Sierra Papa.
I'm gonna let him know though, so he doesn't like murder me.
Number 172 Sierra Papa. I'm going to recommend you try out the Pilot Edge training.
Yeah, this guy's amazing, dude.
Ratings, which you can access from the Pilot Center link on the Pilot Edge homepage.
For real.
If you're unable to properly make a VFR request, and it's been a couple of attempts, I'm going to recommend you go check out the ratings program.
Nice.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you.
SoCal Approach 65710. Just gonna step away for just a minute, and I'll let you know when I'm back.
Roger.
Nice job tonight, by the way. All right. Okie dokie. I'm all I can think about is there are no mistakes, just not so happy pilot deviations, you know. All right. No, I'm not gonna cheat. I was getting some water, and I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit of applesauce. I had to. But I am not going to start getting the weather and all that shit until I unpause and I'm in the hold. So let's go ahead and do that just like we would in real life. Got my pen right here. And let's but we do know that we're going to El Monte. SoCal Approach 65710 is back with you.
Number 65710, roger.
Ooh, they're about to close actually. So let's try and get that that clearance before they go.
Number 719, Mike, center maintain 7,000.
So that's gonna be 264 and 084. I'm actually just I'm gonna get established in the hold first, actually. Flying Sailor, not so happy pilot deviations, and ASAP report born in the wild. Do you guys know about that? Do you guys know about the Bob Ross stuff that's on Hulu? First of all, like, okay, so admittedly, I did not really watch Bob Ross, like, ever, really. No, I didn't avoid him, but, like, okay, so, left turn heading, what is that, 055? For 1 minute? twist, inbound, 264. Yeah, I don't know. Did you guys know that that is on Hulu? Dude, I couldn't believe this guy drawing mountains and trees and like structures. Like, it's fucking dude. I tried putting it on while I was studying. Impossible to do, dude.
Contact Socal approach 134.2.
Absolutely impossible, man. So
Brown Tower, Mooney 1152 Sierra.
we've got
1520 Brown Tower.
1 minute is
1152
up.
Sierra, I'm over the bay.
Turn
at
right,
300.
264.
The transition midfield to Tijuana Airport.
Time, no time, twist, verify, inbound course set. Dude, thank you for the follow, Flying. I appreciate it, man. Throttle is set, and I think I need to retrim.
November 4785 Bravo, Torrance Ground City, requesting flight following.
264.
Affirmative. 85 Bravo. Say aircraft type. This is now 172, 85 Bravo. November 4785 Bravo, departure frequency 134.9er, squawk 6407.
264. And I'm just gonna cut in a little bit like that.
85 Bravo.
And I'm
6407.
264 is right there. And I got a
Negative 6407. 6407. 85 Bravo. Number 85 Bravo, read back correct. Are you ready for taxi or need a few minutes?
Ready for taxi with the information.
Alright.
It's the air, it's the USED.
I just want to get established in this hold and nice and trimmed out.
Alpha Julia, runway 29, 85 Bravo.
Boom, baby.
Signal approach, November 1 on a mic, 7,700, descending 7,000. November 719 mic, Socal approach, Santa Monica.
Alright, so with that, I'm able to leave the approach plates. So we're on a 264 and a 084. No problem.
Visual approach, runway 21.
Just gotta get that to from flag switch.
November 719 mic, 2988. 2988. So on that mic.
Alright, turn right heading 084. Time, no time, twist, verify 264 set. Turn time, twist, throttle is set. Talk, nothing to say. We're gonna check in with this guy. We're gonna go from Chino to El Monte. Routes coming up on our Pastor actually. F tacos at the end of that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the follow. Greetings. And we need to keep track of our time. There's our time. Twist. And it's going to be right hand turns, throttle, and talk. Okay, cool. We got a minute. So let's go look at our route. It's going to be Paradise,
Loud and clear, but you sound scratchy like you're, sounds like you're on the frequency or far away.
Prado, Pomona. It's probably going to be that. And then at El Monte, let's do the VOR Alpha. Actually, let's do the RNAV. Can we do that? Oh, that's like a whole thing. Okay. No. VOR from Paradise. From Prado, actually. Ooh, no, let's do it from Paradise, dude.
It
Oh.
sounds like you're on the wrong frequency. I hear you loud and clear, but it sounds like you're
Okay,
either
there's
far
a
away
minute.
or on the wrong frequency.
Right hand turn. Let's go. Turn heading 264. 264.
Talk to Sierra, switching over to Tijuana. Have a good night, sir.
Okay.
Actually, no, let's go. Let's backtrack. Let's not do it from Paradise. Let's do it from... Prado. Alright, nice. And then let's prep. So actually, we're going to send that to the plates. And that's going to be approach. Let's see if we can get this before this guy closes, dude.
19 Mike, we're trying to maintain 6,000. 6,000, numbers on 19 Mike.
Pretty challenging to do this by hand. Alright, ATIS is 18.75. Oop. Let's get back on track. 18.75.
Runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie. El Monte Airport. 8 is information, Charlie. 034.
Damn, I fucked up that hold, man.
190 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 13. Dew point 9 or. Altimeter 29085. Arriving and departing runway 9. Visual approaches and use. Leave back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
I'm going to shallow out this turn, actually,
El
half
Monte
standard.
Airport. 8 is information, Charlie. 0345 Zulu. Wind 190 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 13. Dew point 9 or. Altimeter 29085. Arriving and departing runway 9er. Visual approaches in use. Leave back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Charlie.
SoCal approach 65710 in the holds at Riverside, requesting IFR to El Monte with information, Charlie.
For 65710, clear El Monte Airport via 10 left heading 270, radar vectors direct, climb and maintain, descend and maintain rather 4,000.
Alright, that's left 270, radar vectors direct 65710, and that'll be the VOR Alpha, thanks.
Roger, and descend and maintain 4,000.
Sorry about that, descend and maintain 4,000, 65710. Alright,
Back track.
nice. Alright, so power reduce. It's actually going to be a lot easier than going from Paradise, but, you know,
November 65710, clear direct Pomona.
clear direct Pomona.
Oscar Mike.
Clear direct Pomona, 65710.
November 4785 Bravo, contact departure.
He said originally 270, Pomona is 110.4.
Socal, Cessna 4785 Bravo, 1100.
November 4785 Bravo.
Ooh, that's easy.
Departure radar contact.
So west is where we need to go.
November 65710, cross Pomona at 4,000, clear VOR Alpha, approach, expect circle runway 19.
Alright, to descend and maintain 4,000, cleared VOR Alpha into El Monte and expect the circle 19er. Thank you, 65710. Right before he left. I appreciate you putting that together right before you guys close. You're awesome.
No problem.
Alright, we're going to go do this here. So here's 4,000. And we got the ATIS, we got the ATIS in the hold, the altimeter setting, and approach briefing. So let's go ahead and brief our approach. Oh, and Flying Sailor, you said nice props for flight and jet blades in the stream. Absolutely, man. Yeah, dude, you trying to be a little high class here. You know what I mean? No. That's actually why I say in the stream, like, I appreciate the subs and the donations, because, dude, I pay for like top tier 4 flight for this, and I do Pilot Edge, I do Navigraph, like I do my you know, my tablet to my computer as a subscription, like, you know. So yeah, I appreciate it. Jeppesen is its own subscription. That shit's crazy. It's not crazy for what you get. Good night, sir. But you know, yeah, man, it's definitely some cost there. We already ID'd Pomona when we were on Victor 8 for the cross radials. So let's see here. Briefing our approach. We've got El Monte VOR Alpha, page 13-1, November 29-19. We've got the ATIS. SoCal approach is on 125.5. Okay. Fixing that VSI, though. And tower's going to be on 121.2. Pomona's on 110.4. Final approach course of 258. Final approach fix at C-Law 3000 down to an MTA. We'll look at those minimums. Airport elevation 296. MSA is right there. Missed approach is a climbing left turn to 2500 on heading 070 and inbound on the VOR on the Paradise VOR 278. Oh, that's kind of interesting. We're inbound on a on Pomona, but we are holding on Paradise. And yeah, inbound to Paradise VOR to Adam. Hold Adam. So we got to have Pomona ready for the cross radial, hold to Adam, and then continue to climb in the Paradise VOR, or Paradise hold? Is that what it says? No, you gotta hold at Adam. Yeah, so I'm just gonna hold at Adam. There's no public, it doesn't, oh, that's weird. So I'm just gonna hold on my course on the whatever course that I'm on actually. It is what the aim says to do. Continue to climb, then continue to climb to. Oh no! There is no hold actually. I'm gonna continue to climb en route to Paradise. And then, you know, you would try it again. So that's interesting. You know what we'll do is we'll climb, and en route from Adam to Paradise, we'll maybe do the RNAV into French Valley, and that way we did an ILS, we did a VOR Alpha, and then we'll do an RNAV. Yeah, so that's a great question, Aqua. So, I do have to... First of all, no, I don't have to pay for the top tier. I pay the top tier because I stream as a CFI, and so what's really cool about that is I'm able to kind of run through the simulator function that top tier 4 flight provides. It's really, really cool. I don't know if you're aware of it, but yeah, it's really awesome. And people like to see the visualization of that, of just like a quick speed like rundown of like what the route's gonna look like. You can cycle through airmets and sigmets on that in the sim function. It's really, really nice. Yeah, I have the 3D flight tracking, like the 3D, like, I'll show you right here, actually. So you can go flight plan, and then you can kind of do something like this, where, you know, you can follow along, like, you know, and it'll actually play it, you know, and you can see, like, what's going on, you know. You can see, like, the different airmets, like, you know, I could cycle through those, like, the different layers and stuff. It's really, really awesome, you know, especially for stream. And there's like some other stuff too, but so yes, like I have 4 flights since I'm an instructor, but you know, there's definitely like, you know, bells and whistles too that I like to treat people to, like on stream, especially if they're not really familiar with 4-flight, you know. Okay, so cross radials from Seal Beach. And, oh, you know what? I'm gonna, like, have this chill out a little bit. There you go. And, so we're gonna stay at 4,000. And we'll go back to the west and just go direct Pomona. We've got Seal Beach 051. 051. But you're definitely right. You're like, wait a minute, aren't you a CFI, so you pay for it anyways? Yeah, but you know, I try and like also give it like back to stream too, you know. 015. So after the Pomona VOR, we can go down to 3,700 fly-in. That's pretty neat. I only have basic plus. I'm a student pilot currently getting my private. Ooh, that's cool, man. That's pretty cool. Are you trying to go to the airlines? What's your plan? Also, what airport are you flying out of? Where are you at? I always love it when a student pilot finds my stream, and especially on IFR Tuesday. You should actually you should follow and subscribe, because I do private pilot Wednesdays. We do all kinds of really cool topics, private pilot topics. And if you're a sub, you can join the Discord, and there's a voice. I allow subscribers to have a voice function in the Discord. You can, you know, hit me up and say, hey, I have a question. Can we meet on the voice Discord? And I'm there, you know. The other cool thing is I do my lessons on, I share my PowerPoints with you guys. So the PowerPoints that I use for my actual students. And what we'll do is we'll do something like we'll cover airspace. Let's see, to from pretty soon. And then a 258 right here. Whoa. And then we go down to 37. Yeah, stuff like airspace where, you know, we'll talk it out like a ground session. And, okay, yeah, we're still same side safe. Okay, good. Down to 37. And then what we'll do is we'll go fly it. We'll actually go fly it in the sim, you know. And especially at a place like Los Angeles where, you know, pilotage is key. You know, it's really nice. And I'll typically do my private pilot stuff like in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. Just because it looks so good and it's a visual rating, like, or a certificate, as you're aware. You know, everything's so visual. But stuff like this where it's very like important that the airplane behave the correct way, I use X-Plane personally. No haters here. 006. And flying, we're down to Sea Law, 3,000. That's really cool though, man, that you're a student pilot. Respect, you know, for sure. Minimums here are going to be 280 for categories A, B, and C. 3,003 for 3. We briefed our approach. And avionics, it's going to be towers on 121.2. Over to tower, 65710. I'm wanting tower 65710 on the VOR Alpha Circle runway 19er. Actually, we really messed up. We should have had this deleted. Alright, there's Sea Law, and we can go down now to 1,300. Let's just say 1,280. And we're below 3,000, so we are rich. $258. Oh, you know what? We should be a little more, like, right there. That's a little better. 258. There's 258. We're centered up. You said, let's see here. Sorry, man. I'm trying to bomb this VOR Alpha, and I'm also reading. Sweet, we have the airport in sight. And I'm going to enter on a base. We'll go full stop here. Do the best that I can here without my IR tracker. Dirty Razor with the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I think there was a comment in there that I want to get to. Somebody had their first landing, I think. Alright, we have flaps 1, flaps 2. It's like killing me to not look, you know, to not be able to look out of like the window, you know? I love how they gave El Monte a Pappy when in real life it's like a pulsing VASI, I believe. All right, nice. Zach, dude. Dude, thank you, brother. Oh, man. Dude. All right, nice. I think that'll do it for tonight for IFR Tuesdays. And I think what I'll do is, because I have a student tomorrow at 2, so what I'll do is I will probably sign on tomorrow before the flight, and because my iPad's about to die, and it's been kind of a long day. I've been flying all day as well, but that was a lot of fun, you guys. That was awesome. Oh. And I think it just really goes to show, like, you know, there were plenty of mistakes that I made. Like, you know, I knew that I was gonna land on this approach, and that's just not the way that you approach. Like, that's just not the way that you're supposed to have the mentality during it. That's not what you're supposed to be thinking about when you're doing an approach. You're supposed to assume you're not gonna land, and you know, I didn't take the time. You know, I didn't set my approach, my VOR alpha approach in my GPS, and I didn't take my time. You know, I didn't start my timer at the final approach fix. You know, I was just kind of like, yeah, I mean, it's been a night and stuff, and I wasn't really like in the mode, you know. So, not a good mistake, you know. But I think, you know, it's all in good fun, man, and it's a fun approach, a fun night, you know, and I really appreciate. For those of you that stayed from Continuum's raid, thank you so much. And it's such an awesome, you know, opportunity to meet you guys and like to have you chime in, and thank you for contributing goodness to the stream. You know, I do hope to see you guys next time. Tomorrow, I need to calendar actually still for February. I'm not gonna lie. But what I'd like to do for Private Pilot Wednesdays is do VOR intercepting and tracking ground. And what I really like about that ground is, number one, I have a PowerPoint for VOR tracking and intercepting. And number two, I have a workshop that I like to do on my iPad that will walk you through some of the visualization, like, of what it is to track and intercept a VOR. What does it mean to, you know, bring in a cross radial? And you get to see it from the top view, like where the airplane's at. And then we'll go and probably in Microsoft Flight Sim, and with the autopilot on, you know, we'll be able to kind of toy with the VORs. And there's a really a fun flight that you can do here in Los Angeles from wherever, like in the basin, over to Camarillo, and use the VOR in a lot of different ways. You use it to go through the LAX special flight rules. You use it to track outbound from Santa Monica VOR direct to Camarillo. You use it to identify the edge of the Bravo airspace using Van Nuys VOR. You can use it to identify the edge of the Surface Echo airspace near, it's the Surface Echo extension off of the Class Delta, Camarillo's Class Delta. You can use the Fillmore VOR to help identify where that Surface Echo begins. You can plan a top of descent that way, you know. If you know that you need to lose, if you're going to be at 4,500 feet and you need to get down to 1,000 feet, to lose you know, 2,500 feet of altitude, or I'm sorry, yeah, to lose all that altitude, you have to descend at whatever descent rate that is. If it's at, you know, and however far out that is, if you have to lose that altitude in 12 miles, you can pick a point that's a good pilotage point that's 12 miles out, and you can cross reference that point with a radial from Fillmore and use a VOR and a radial to mark your top of descent. You know, that's really, really cool. And you already know what the distance is when you cross that radial because you already pre-calculated it. So, you know, I am really looking forward to that. It's most likely going to be tomorrow early, maybe like 7. So not like tonight we were a little bit late. 7 p.m. Pacific time. And I will be better this month about my scheduling, like my weekly scheduling. Normally, I do like a Twitch schedule at the beginning of the week. I've just been horrible about that because I've had like other things like going on, and I honestly I haven't had the time to like calendar, and I really need to get my up to date on my calendaring. So, so tomorrow VOR private pilot Wednesday, VOR intercepting and tracking. Stop by to learn more about VOR tracking and why it's so freaking awesome. And like I said before, please follow my channel. I would appreciate it. A subscribe, and any donations, you know, are super appreciated because I bring that material to you that I put together myself. So. With that, I'm gonna take a quick break, get some more water, come back maybe for like a little bit of video games, maybe before bed. Actually, you know what? Oops, it is already late. Damn, you know what? I should study. And I think I will do that. Damn, fight the urge to play video games. Turn on some Seinfeld, dude, and study. You know what I'm saying? Some Seinfeld on Netflix, dude. Yeah, you know. Oh, you know what? Before I forget, I think there was a what? Let's see here. Aquas said the airlines is the plan eventually. The flight school I go to is at the Spirit of St. Louis Airport. I started about 3 weeks ago, and my CFI said he wants me soloing in 10 hours. All right. Well, there you go. I mean, some places, you know, you live in airspace where that might be possible. I don't know anybody who's doing that these days, to be honest with you. But, you know, I guess if you live in an area where it's very chill airspace and there's, you know, like you're doing your own thing on the radio, like, I suppose it's possible. Even 10 hours, I think, is pretty steep no matter what. But, you know, I mean, with enough sim, I'm sure you could do it. The average is normally around 20 hours for solo. So, but yeah, dude, I mean, it's not a bad goal. You know, set goals and handle it, man. You know? But you said you did your first landing today on your 6.3 hours. Well, dude, congratulations, man. That is no easy task, and you know, landings are super tough. So landings are one of like the hardest things, and because of that reason, the landings ground that we do and the sim work is like one of my favorite things to do. You know, in on stream. Zach, you had a fun flight to watch this IFR, dude. I'm so glad, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Have a good night, Shari. We'll talk soon. Oh, I can't do VOR. Yeah, so then let's do... So, Shari, if you're still here, I'll do the Private Pilot Wednesday in the evening after you and I meet. So I have my last student, I think, at... Hold up. Tomorrow, 2 to 4. So, do you want to meet up somewhere after I get off work? Just let me know. And I think we can do that. And if not, I'll hit you up 2 to 4, and then we can do the sim. Well, so Zach, my interview was moved to Monday, and the reason why is because the guy called me. He was super cool. It wasn't anything weird. I'm really glad that he called me because I could hear his voice, because I'm like nervous as fuck. So I'm like, oh no, what happened? They're like not considering, and it's like whatever. But he was hearing his voice. I was like, nah, it's all good. I was like, it's fine. So the chief pilot got stuck in sim. He probably got stuck in every 6 months you've got to do like an IPC type thing, and every 12 months it's like your flight review type thing, and you need type stuff, recurring stuff, like there's stuff all the time. So I'm sure it's really easy to get stuck in the sim when you had plans to do this, but this is taking a little bit longer or whatever. So he was like, does 10 a.m. on Monday work? And I'm like, 10 a.m.? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's do it. And so I was like, are you going to send over the email to confirm? And he's like, oh, yeah. So he sends me over the email, and I see 7 a.m. on Monday. Bro, he said 10 a.m., but he's Eastern time, dude. Fuck. So, which I don't care. I'll do whatever they need me to do, but god damn. Because I'm not a morning person at all, dude. I'm a night owl. Like, I'll stay up, like, for hours, dude. Like, right now, I'm going to stay up and watch probably Mystery Science Theater. I'm probably going to watch Mystery Science Theater or Seinfeld for, like, the next... and study for, like, Learjet stuff for the next 2 hours or something. So I'm going to have to get up at, like, 6, make coffee, like, wake my brain up. My brain takes forever to wake up. And I want to be, in, like, good shape, like, to answer my shit, But I got my notes right here, and it should be good, man. I'm feeling good about it. They asked me for my documents, like, my medical and all that shit. And so I'm thinking, well, that makes disclosure really easy, because my statement of demonstrated ability, it has my amputation on there. Like, it says condition, like left arm amputation, above elbow, and limitations none. So if I have to send a copy of that before Monday anyways, like I'm going to do that on Friday, then at that point it's just about discussing what I have done in the sim, like in the citation sim at the Part 142 facility. Like, what have I already... I've done all this SIC stuff. I use a prosthetic arm, and it's all good, and it's just going to come down to that, I think. And so we'll just have to see. I feel good about it, though, man. And it's going to be whatever it's going to be. I feel confident that I've done whatever I can do to get prepared. I've, found the mentor. I've done the interview prep. Like, I've taken the notes. I've done the research on the company. I've flown the routes. Like, I'm researching the 135 regs. I'm researching the Learjet. I have more time than what they're asking for. I have more total time than what they're asking for. Being a double I really helps, because it's all IFR what they're doing. So, if something like that is going to trip them up, then fine at this point. Like, dude, But what's really cool is I actually, I found a United first officer with one hand. Such a fucking badass. His name's Eric Gaffney. And, I actually FaceTimed him last night to talk to him and get his take on certain things. And it was just a trip to talk to him, because I'm like, dude, like, you're like, it's trippy to see, like, somebody that I identify with. Like, this is crazy, like, that what you do is batshit. Like, thank you for doing what you're doing. And, because I've been thinking about, I talked to him on Twitter, like, in the very beginning of my training, like pre-solo, or even maybe private check ride, like a long time ago. And you know, I've been flying for like 10 years or like 8 or 9 years and stuff. So, but he doesn't do Twitter anymore. And I talked to him. He responded, but I never really like reached out my whole training, you know, but I had him in the back of my mind. And, you know, now that I'm at this point and it's time to interview and disclose, I've been trying to get a clear answer on how I should do it so I don't, you know, put my foot in my mouth. And I think I got a good hold on it, man. I'm getting conflicting answers left and right, make no mistake about it. But I think I have a good idea on what I need to do. You know, I think that's what's important. And so yeah, we'll see how it goes. I wish it was tomorrow so we could just get it over with. But if all goes well, training is at the end of February. Yeah. So. But I just, yeah, there's a lot that remains to be seen. So I'm still like grounded on planet Earth and, you know, my feet are on the ground and stuff. So. But yeah, dude, let's see who's around to raid. Let's see what's going on, man. Nobody that I follow is really on right now. Dang. Alright. Dude, Vox, you were saying how do flight schools teach IFR in 2 weeks? Dude, you don't. You teach people, you might be able to teach somebody how to pass an easy check ride in 2 weeks. Like if you know your examiner, like if a flight school knows their examiner and the examiner understands that, you know, the student just needs to be good enough, and then they get like an endless stream of $800 per person check rides, and all they need to do is just make sure that the student is barely good enough that they, you know, it's like, it's just such a bad situation. You do not train somebody how to do IFR in 2 weeks, dude. Even if you're every single day, you don't do it. Best case scenario, you train, if that's what's going on, you're training a pilot how to pass a check ride. That's entirely different. You know? That's really what's going on. Yeah, dude, Zach, I used to work for one. Super gross. Super, super gross. And I left. Like, there's no way. And, so yeah, you don't train anybody how to completely and responsibly and proficiently do it in 2 weeks. Certainly not in a busy place. But if all ATPs, is that what they're saying? I don't think that that's true. I don't think that, unless you saw like a schedule, like maybe a cost schedule, like you could pay for IFR, get instrument rated in 2 weeks, or I don't know, you know. What I don't know if that is the case, and I don't believe that that's the case, but if it is, then most likely, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that they do it in 2 weeks. I've seen stuff like what Zach, what you're saying, private to commercial in 7 months or something like that. Yeah, which is pretty insane. I mean, it took me a year and a half for my private because I was working at the same time. But god damn, dude, I mean, that's pretty nuts. You know, it'll be like, you know, 3 months for the private, 3 months for instrument and like 1 month for commercial, which it's like, dude, I mean, I guess you could do that, but goddamn, right? You're really kicking your ass like the whole way. But that's 3 months for the instrument rating. 3 for the private, 3 for the instrument rating, and 1 for the commercial. You know? And then I've seen a month for the rest or whatever. Like I used to work at a place with a 9-month program, start to finish, private to fucking MEI or whatever. And it costs, like stupid money, like crazy money. And whatever. And then their thing is like, dude, and then you'll have your ratings and then you'll get hours and we'll pay you. And it'll be like, it's so like enticing, you know, but you fly like shit, dude. You fly like shit. And the school doesn't, the pilot mill doesn't care because they know that, number one, the airlines are desperate. And number two, and they only need people legally to have the number of hours. And number two, the airlines are the best in the world. That it, for the people that, not everybody's going to make it, and that's just the reality no matter what happens. But for the people that do make it, that are shitty, the airlines have a really good program. They're going to clean it up. And those pilots are going to become better, and then it'll be like nothing ever happened. But they're putting that on the airline to catch it and do something about it because they're the best equipped like in the world to do that, you know. So, and by that time, you know, the pilot is hired, even though they're shortchanged and they're resentful of the group. They're not proud of where they went to school. They're not proud of the training that they had, but they are proud because they have the job, and who cares? They have the job, and now they're going to get good now, you know. But I just don't believe in that. I think it's crooked. I think it's criminal, and I think you're not selling the thing that you're not being honest about what you're selling, because until they get to the airline, they're not going to be good. If you go to a puppy mill, you're most likely not going to be super disciplined, super proficient, you know. Dude, this last school that I worked at, you're going from you're going from private to MEI, you know, getting hours and all this stuff, right? You're a CFII, and you're an instrument rated pilot and a CFII, and you've never seen the inside of a cloud. One time. You're a II going to the airlines, never seen the inside of a cloud. Why? Because they do them in light sport airplanes. That they market them as these like sexy looking, like, you know, attractive airplanes, which they're not bad looking airplanes. But what I'm saying is that what the fuck why is that the brand? You know? I'll tell you why it's the brand, because it's cheap as fuck. You know, from a business standpoint, they run Rotax engines, you know, and you're saving on gas, you're saving on oil, you know, like you're saving, all your costs are up front. And if you have the upfront money for those things, and you know, then it's just so sketchy, dude. It's just so fucking sketchy. Like, and then people are like, no one's embarrassed because there's a culture there of like, yeah, we're the best family, you know, this company's name's family, you know, we're all the here, like, group hug everybody. Like, go fuck yourself, dude. It's just like the biggest circle jerk like imaginable. So, and I'm sure like people come out of like ATP like good, you know. I'm sure that I know that I've seen people come out of the school that I used to work at that were good. But it's just the exception and not the rule, dude. It's so sad. And you just don't know it. You know, the saddest thing is like, you just don't know it until you're all in, you know, because you do a cost like that, and you pay it all. Like you take out loans, you know, you do 3 like lump sum like installments, and by the time you realize that you just been hoodwinked, but you're still going to get your hours and you're still probably going to get a job, but this sucks, this makes no sense, you know, you're already fucking 2 installations in, you know, and you're like, well, fuck, dude. So Any organization who calls members or customers family is already halfway to being exactly. I'm like, fucking shut up, dude. Shut up. So, it's so weird. And it's like the only reason why, even that's criminal, because your management creating a culture like that so that people are just lulling themselves to sleep, and they're too like happy-go-lucky and fucking cultish for anybody to speak up against what's going on, because then you speak out against the family, and now you're speaking out against the cult, and it's us versus them shit. When it's like, no, that person's right. Like, that's fucking bullshit, dude. You know? It's totally like conniving, dude. Like, the whole, like, shit, like, when you think about it. And it's like, collectively, we lower the standard, you know? By doing it in that by being in that environment, collectively, you lower that standard. And it's all good, because that's just the way that you know, the culture is. And you don't know what you don't know. Everybody in this stream who's a student pilot knows that you don't know what you don't know. And it's not until way later that you realize, dude, my instructor didn't give a fuck about me. And I'm upset about that. You know, you go to another instructor and you're like, wait a minute, you do like hardcore ground with your student? Like, you do like, you know, 2 weeks of check ride prep? Or like a week of check ride prep? You don't do it for like 4 or 5 hours? Dude, you do, you like sit down with your students and you do like 1.5 or 2 hour sessions on the knowledge topics and aerodynamics, and wow, I've never had somebody ask me about that or whatever. And it's just like, I always had to do ground myself. You know, I always had to do the online modules. Like, I always had to like go on Google and research it. My instructor never knew the answers, or if he did, like, it was like a vague answer. We always flew, and I was happy to fly, but I wish I knew more about the ground topics. It's like the same shit, dude. I've gotten the same like speech so many times, dude. I've had all of those things told to me by students so many fucking times. And it's sad, dude. It's so sad. For real. It's crazy, man. You know? So, but damn, dude, I don't want to end the stream like complaining. I know I'm not really complaining, but my point is like this stuff, like what I'm saying right now is why I love this, doing something like this on stream and bringing that information and that energy, and like just doing flights and trying to convey like good habits, and like, you know, trying to get people psyched on flight, on aviation in my way, you know, because I believe in it. Like, I believe in, like, you know, leading by example, and that you know, people like, aviation is not a tool that you're able to like use other people as means to an end to like achieve your own thing like that. Like, we're all trying to progress. We're all trying to like get ahead and stuff. But dude, you're not, what the student doesn't realize is at a pilot mill, you got the blind leading the blind over there, and people are just like pushing off of other people's faces so that they could like climb higher. They're climbing higher and higher on each other. And it's like, it's just the saddest thing ever. And that's why I enjoy stream. That's why I enjoy flight instruction, and like really taking my time with ground and doing shit like, you know, the ground topics here, and just bringing that information, you know, to stream. So, and so thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out and bringing good energy to match, you know, and to meet me in the middle with good energy. Dude, you're awesome, man. You're really, really awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate you a lot. And thank you for appreciating what I'm trying to do. Me and some of the other guys that are on here, that they would be saying exactly the same thing, you know, especially the way more experienced guys, right? Flying Fabio would be saying the same shit. like, I really, really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. So you're awesome. Dude, we'll talk tomorrow, and have a good rest of the night, man. You guys are great. We'll talk soon.